Welcome to A-Level English Literature. This is a linear course designed to enable a seamless transition from year 12 to 13. You will have 2 teachers in each year. In year 12, you will study an anthology of 21st century poems titled Poems of the Decade, a 20th century drama text by Tennessee Williams, A Streetcar Named Desire, and 2 prose texts that you will compare, Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights and Khaled Hosseini's A Thousand Splendid Suns. You will begin work on your coursework in the second half of the summer term. This is an independent extended essay comparing 2 literary texts of your choice. You will complete your coursework in year 13, and then you will study the metaphysical poets as well as Shakespeare's Othello. We are very proud of our results. Last year, the A-level cohort achieved 95% A-star to B grades and 76% A-star to A grades. So no pressure whatsoever. Here is a short introduction to Streetcar. The image is from a 1951 production with Marlon Brando playing Stanley Kowalski, the Polish working-class immigrant who has married Stella Dubois.
Streetcar Named Desire, great play by Tennessee Williams that we're going to look at in quite some detail. It involves looking at America in the late 1940s when it was written and performed, but it involves looking back to the kind of past that derives from the American Civil War and impinges on modern American society in many ways. A multicultural society in New Orleans with lots of jazz, lots of different kinds of music, and a deep sense of loss. Is this a tragedy? Is this streetcar taking us to death, to the Elysian fields? Where is it taking us to? It's a play that is very realistic in some ways. It's very much a psychodrama with all sorts of feelings and emotions banging around. It's an exciting play, a play that you're very much going to enjoy.
The following clips are from the 1914 Young Vic Joshua Andrews co-production starring Gillian Anderson as Blanche, Ben Foster as Stanley, and Vanessa Kirby as Stella. In this particular clip, Blanche arrives in Elysian Fields. The play is set in New Orleans, a melting pot of cultures signaling the new America. Blanche Dubois, who has not been able to break away so far from Belle Reve, the southern homestead, now arrives in New Orleans, penniless, to try and live with Stella. Elysian Fields is an ironic name for a rundown location in New Orleans, as it is a far cry from the mythical paradise the name suggests. It is also a final resting place, so already this foreshadows death and tragedy. When you listen to the clip, when you watch this, I want you to think about the presentation of Blanche and how she seems not to quite fit in this new location.
What's the matter, honey? You lost?
They told me to take a streetcar named Desire and then transfer to one called Cemeteries and ride it 6 blocks and get off at Elysian Fields.
That's where you are now.
At Elysian Fields?
This here is Elysian Fields.
Well, they mustn't understood what number I wanted.
What number you looking for?
632.
Well, you don't need to look no further.
I'm looking for my sister, Stella Dubois. I mean, Mrs. Stanley Kowalski.
That's the party. You did dismiss her, though.
This? Can this be her home?
She got the downstairs here and I got the up.
Oh, and she's out?
You notice that bowling alley around the corner?
I'm not sure I did.
Well, that's where she's at, watching her husband bowl. You want to leave your suitcase, go find her?
No.
I'll go tell her you come.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
She wasn't expecting you.
No, not tonight.
Well, why don't you just go inside and make yourself at home till they get back?
Oh, how could I do that?
Oh, we own this place, so I could let you in.
The Dubois sisters, Blanche and Stella. Blanche translates to white in French. Stella for star, says Blanche. So white and star meet after several years. I want you to think about the presentation of these two characters in the following clip.
I guess you're hoping I'll put up at a hotel, but I won't put up at a hotel. I need to be near you. I've got to be with somebody. I can't be alone. Because as you might have noticed, I'm not very well.
You seem a little bit nervous or overwrought or something.
Will Stanley like me, or will I just be a visiting in-law, Stella? I couldn't stand that.
Well, you'll get along fine together if you just try not to, well, compare him with men that we went out with at home.
Is he so different?
Yes, a different species.
In what way? What's he like?
Oh, you can't describe someone you're in love with. Here's a picture of him.
An officer.
A master sergeant in the engineers corps. Those are decorations.
He had those on when you met him?
I assure you, I wasn't just blinded by all the brass.
That's not what
Of course,
I...
there were things to adjust myself to later on.
Such as his civilian background? How'd he take him when you told him I was coming?
Oh, Stanley doesn't know yet.
You haven't told him?
Oh, he's on the road a good deal.
Oh, travels?
Yes.
Good. I mean, isn't it?
I can hardly stand it when he's away for a night.
Why, Stella?
Oh, when he's away for a week, I nearly go wild.
Gracious.
And when he comes back, I cry on his lap like a baby.
I guess that's what's meant by being in love.
Blanche is in state of security. A woman needed a husband to keep her secure in those days. Mitch is Stanley's white working-class friend. He's around 30 years of age and lives with his mother. Like Blanche, Mitch is lonely. In this clip, Mitch has been informed by Stanley about Blanche's questionable past, building on the Madonna Hall complex that recurs in the play. In this confrontation, Blanche cries out plaintively, "I don't want realism, I want magic." Will Blanche find magic with Mitch?
I asked you to go out with me sometimes on a Sunday, but you always make an excuse. You never want to go out till after 6, and then it's always someplace that's not lighted much.
I'm sure there is some obscure meaning to this that I'm failing to catch.
What it means is I never got a real good look at you, Blanche.
What are you leading up to?
Let's turn the light on here.
What light? Which
That
one? What
the one with
for?
the paper thing on it.
Oh! What did you do that
So
for?
I can take a look at you, good and plain.
Of course you're not meaning to be insulted.
Oh, just realistic.
I don't want realism. I want magic.
Magic?
Yes, magic. I try to give that to people. I misrepresent things to them. I don't tell the truth. I tell what ought to be the truth. And if that is sinful, then let me be damned for it. But don't turn on the light. Oh.
In this next clip, we see conflicts at several levels: race, class, gender, power.
Damn, it's hot in here with the steam from the bathroom.
I said I was sorry 3 times. I'll take hot baths for my nerves. Hydrotherapy, they call it. You healthy Polak without a nerve in your body doesn't know what anxiety feels like.
I'm not a Polak. People from Poland are Poles, not Polacks. What I am is 100% American, born and raised in the greatest country on earth, and proud as hell of it. So don't ever call me a Polak.
This final clip gives us flashes of significant moments in the play. The presentation is chaotic and highlights madness leading to Blanche's exit from the stage, led out by a doctor and nurse, falling back on the kindness of strangers. The tragedy is imbued with a delicate lyricism that is captured beautifully here.
I'm Blanche.
Stella's sister.
Yes.
We know full well there's just time.
I loved someone once, and the person I loved.
So is it wrong to dance this life?
Blown away.
If your heart was full of love, could you give it up? What about angels? They will come, they will go, make us.
You didn't know Blanche the girl.
Special.
Nobody was tender and trusted as she was. But people like you abused her and forced her to change.
Don't give me up. Don't give me up.
I don't want realism. I want magic.
How unfair, it's just our love. When I have all of the precious love in my heart, found something real that's out of touch. I've always depended on the kindness of strangers. But if you'd search the whole wide world, would you dare to let it go? 'Cause what about angels? They will come, they will go, make us special.
Deliverance is not forgivable. It is the one unforgivable.
Give me up.
Marry me, please.
I don't think I want to marry you anymore.
Don't give me up. 'Cause what about angels? They will come, they will go, make us special.
And when I die,
It's not
I'm
about,
gonna
not about
die
angels.
into an ocean as my first lover's eyes.
I hope that gave you an insight into the delicate beauty and intellectual challenge of the course. Go on, read the play, watch the movie,